Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new series, Survivalist Nightmare, the mod pack. Let's see, to start out with, we have spawned on the edge of a cliff. Let's try not to fall down there. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice in this mod pack is that there are a bunch of rocks. You gotta punch them in order to pick them up. These aren't the only types. In fact, let me see what type this is. Basalt Rock, okay. Come over here and collect this one I saw earlier. Now the first thing we need to do is actually not punch trees. You'll notice that the leaves over here, you can just walk right through them. It's a very realistic mod pack, so you can just kind of walk through the leaves. You gotta punch them to get sticks and saplings. Need to collect a few sticks here. Oh, what was that? Oh, it was a sapling. Okay. Alright, so we have a few sticks, and we've got some rocks. Actually, I'd like to collect a few more rocks, because there are a few crafting recipes we need to go through. Or at least not really crafting, more of, it's called Knapping. Are there any more rocks up here? Ah, here we go. You are mine, and you are mine. There we are. Oh, there's one right underneath me. Okay, so, as you can see, we have all these rocks and all these sticks, and we need to put these to use in order to create some tools. Got a spruce sapling, that's just kind of an extra added bonus. Now, when you have these rocks on your hotbar and you scroll over to them, you're going to right click and you will get this screen. The first tool you need to create are knives, and it automatically creates two. So when I say knives, plural, it automatically comes with the territory. We're going to click all the way down and take these two corners off, and you get two stone knife blades. And of course from here all you have to do is combine the knives and the sticks. Ta-da! You have your first very important tool. Now the second one we are going to create, just because we kind of need to, is the axe. It's a very rough axe shape you have to create. And there it is. And that just creates one axe, not two like the knives. And there we are. We have an axe and a knife. Now the purpose of the knife, well, it's actually got several purposes. You can shear sheep with it, which was interesting when I first found out about that. You can cut down the grass, and you get thatch right here, which is going to be very important on your first day. And then also whenever you get food, which we will look for here in a second, it can also cut decay off of food. And food does decay in this game. Very quickly, I might add. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is cut down a few trees, see if I can get some saplings, and I will get back to you guys. So I did just cut down a tree right there, and it gives you these, which are still technically logs, but they're not the square logs that we're used to. You can create the square logs by just right-clicking, or you can shift right-click, and it will make a stack of logs. That's an easy way actually to store wood in the game. But I want to show you guys how long it actually takes to cut down a tree. And even though this is only one block, this is how long it takes to cut down an entire tree. Because I think it's got some version of the Forester's mod where if you cut down the bottom block, it takes the whole tree down with it. However, if you cut the bottom block without shearing the leaves off the top of the tree, you don't get the sticks or the saplings or any of that stuff. There we go. Yep, all the leaves are gone. Okay, so we've got some wood. I've already got some saplings, and I think I got, oh yeah, plenty of sticks out of that. So what I'm going to do now is go through and mow down a bunch of grass so that we will be able to create blocks for a shelter. Okay, here we go. Now these are ores, and I'm not quite sure what this particular ore is. It might be native copper. But what I'm going to do is actually go to our minimap by pressing M. I'm going to scroll in. I'm going to mark it ores. That way we always know where this is. and you don't really want to pick them up, because how ore works in this game is it's fairly far underground, and certain ores spawn in just random locations, really. But if you find them on the surface, that's actually an indicator of where they are underground. So I'm going to continue to pick up some resources here, and when we have enough to actually create a shelter and move on, I'll get back to you. So I've been running around, and actually one of my knives already broke because of how much I've gotten, but I've gotten a lot of straw here. What I'm going to do is turn this all into blocks of straw, or thatch. Yeah, thatch. And that will allow me to actually create blocks that don't have gravity applied to them. Oop, and it's getting dark outside, which is not a good sign. However, I'm going to explain this small thing real quick. Let's see if it will work. Now, most of the blocks in this game, including stone, have gravity applied to them. Oh, yep, there goes. That worked beautifully. So obviously you can't place a block anywhere. It'll fall. Unless, of course, you put it in an area like this. Say if I put a block right there, it would probably stay there because it's surrounded on all sides by one level lower of blocks. However, I now have thatch. In order to utilize this correctly, I think I'm going to go find a cliff somewhere. Ooh, there's a fruit tree down there. There's a fruit tree right here, too. Okay. Ooh, jeez. So I need to get down off of this cliff very carefully without taking too much fall damage, because I'd like to get down near fresh water, which is incredibly important in this game. Let's get down here. Hopefully a zombie doesn't come out of nowhere and kill me. Aha! Okay, this is perfect. I'm going to start to make a roof real quick. Don't need to make it too big. There we are. So now that we have a fresh water source, you just sit around in it and you'll notice the blue bar, the bottom right hand side there, it's actually filling up because my character is supposedly drinking water. I think he's got plenty of that, so let's go ahead and grab a few of these. What are these? Cherries! Very nice. Wouldn't assume that these are fairly common, so I'm gonna grab some of these. Oh, thank you. And I'm not sure why, but sometimes the leaves disappear when you collect the cherries. Also, something else to note, you can combine all these into one food source, and I think the cap is 160, and it's measured in grams or ounces. There it is. So we have 96 ounces in this one inventory slot for cherries. There we go. So I'm out 160 ounces. Gonna have to combine the rest of them if we want to compact our inventory space at all. It's got 101, 111. It's like Bilbo. 111th birthday. 125, 144. I'm surprised I haven't been killed by a zombie at this point. Kind of out in the open in the dark. There we are. So that is actually a lot of food. I'm surprised we found that so early in the game. So we got a makeshift house. How much more thatch can I put out here? Oh, I got 2, which is not a good idea. Let's make a door really quick and keep these last 2 thatch on my hotbar so I can actually close the door in case a zombie comes up and decides to gnaw my face off. Alright. So something actually I'm going to go over just really quick. These fruit trees. Now, on regular trees you can just punch the leaves, you can get sticks and all kinds of stuff out of them like saplings. However, on these fruit trees, the only way to actually get saplings is to cut with an axe these cross pieces right here. And sometimes you get saplings and sometimes you don't. So this bunch of cherries has 160 ounces on it, and I want to see how much my character takes away every time I eat. Okay, so that was how much? So 5. So this food source will actually last me quite a while. However, your character does get stronger if you use different types of food. So fruit, vegetable, grain, protein, dairy. I believe the only source of dairy you can get is from cows, and you can make cheese. Protein you can actually get from soybeans, so you can grow them in crops, or you can kill animals. Grain, of course, is wheat, bread, stuff like that. Vegetables you can grow, fruit you can get off trees, bushes, all kinds of stuff. And I think next episode I'm actually going to go exploring around and actually explore this area, see what kind of resources it has, see if we actually want to live here. If not, we can always find a new place. I'm surprised the monsters haven't come out to kill me quite yet, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm okay keeping all my life and all my health. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. My name is Josiah, and down in the comments section, tell me whether or not you guys think this is a good idea to do Survivalist Nightmare mod pack. I will see you guys next time. Bye!